Prize from Ohio State. So essentially what this is, it's a $100,000 grant given to people who are trying to do social change projects. So I'll be using that money to do what I call Astro Access, which is a year-long initiative of astronomy outreach dedicated to making science more inclusive for people with disabilities. So this year we'll start in South Africa with Dr. Wanda Diaz Merced. So Wanda is an amazing astrophysicist who lost her sight while she was practicing her research and found herself unable to continue her work in this visual world of astronomy. And so she really revolutionized the field by being a pioneer of sonification, which is a brand new process that's used to audibilize data. So we take these physical parameters and convert them into sound, and then she analyzes it with the ear. And so I have a little clip of one of her sonification events. So just like we saw those coronal mass ejections earlier, this is how Wanda listens to what we just saw. So I don't know if you can actually hear. Might not be loud enough. Can you hear that? Maybe. Yeah. So what you're listening there is magnetic field intensity converted into parameters of sound. And so that's how she experiences these coronal mass ejections that we were just looking at. And so she's stationed here at the South African Astronomical Observatory. So I'll begin this project working with her. And then the next part is a Science Accessibility Conference. So this is the first ever conference of its kind that really is going to be dedicated to starting a conversation on how do we make this field a better place for all people to be involved. It's taking place in April 2019, and it'll be hosted by Ohio State. The date exactly isn't set yet, but if you're interested in learning more about this, or if you want to stay informed, I do have a sign-up sheet here, so feel free to jot down your email and come up. I'll set that on the table after I'm done, and I can just let you know once we set that date, because I'd love, if any of you are interested, we'd love to have you there. So to give you more information on it, essentially we're trying to connect anyone that's interested in learning more about science and how we can meet the need to provide equal access to it. We're also looking to foster real, meaningful conversations about how we can make this more accessible for more people. And lastly, to provide participants with any resources they need to become more involved in inclusion-driven outreach efforts in their own community. So giving people tools they can take back to wherever they've come from to be there. So that'll be taking place next year, and like I mentioned, at Ohio State. The last part of this project, and perhaps what I'm most excited about, is called Shakespeare, Science, and Autism.